Hi, I'm Adam Pennell, and today I'm going to be cooking a whole spring roast chicken on the Kadai Firebowl using the Kadai tripod roaster. Okay, right, so we're going to start by making the marinade. Now, this is a spring roast chicken because of the time of year. We're going to use lots of the herbs that are coming up in the garden and make a really delicious herby sort of wet marinade. So we're going to start by hitting the pestle and mortar with a liberal amount of whole black peppercorns. Now I'm using whole black peppercorns because we're going to use those to help to break down those herbs, okay? Some sea salt. And then we're going to go in with some garlic, 4 cloves will do. And I'm just going to start working that into a bit of a paste now. So we'll just start breaking down those black peppercorns. We don't want them to be completely whole when the herbs go in, but we want them to still have enough substance to work, almost like exfoliating the flavour out of those green herbs. Wild garlic everywhere at the moment, so just going to roughly chop that just to help with the process of breaking it down into the bowl. And every time something goes in, just give it a bit more of a bash and it'll just slowly break down. And as we bruise the herbs with the pestle, I think it's the pestle, is it the mortar? I don't know. You start to see the bruising on the leaf, okay? That tells you that it's starting to break down. We're going with the next herb. Tarragon and chicken work really nicely together. So I'm just gonna, again, roughly chop that and in they go. Again, bruise that down. Sage and chicken, you know, goes hand in hand. We know this is a flavour that works. Let's not try and overcomplicate things. Just keep working it. A few chives. Break it down again. The zest and juice of a whole lemon. And then wherever possible, I like to use rapeseed oil just because it's British. So I use it almost exclusively now. I'm gonna go for about 2 tablespoons of rapeseed oil and really bash that up until everything breaks down. You'll see how the colour of all of those herbs has gone really dark green, and that tells me that we've bruised it enough that all those flavours are going to be leaching out into that sauce. Okay, so we're going to cook this bird whole. We're just going to give it some incisions across the breast, which is the thickest part. So maybe 2 on either side. Slash across the drumstick and 1 across the thigh. Same on the other side. Drumstick, thigh. You can leave the wings because they're only little. And then we're just gonna pour our mix all over it. Now you could do this the day before if you wanted to, but you want to marinate that for at least an hour. Okay, so once that is covered like that, let it rest either in the fridge overnight and get it out an hour before you want to cook, or just to one side with a bit of cling film over it until you're ready to drop it on into the cage. Right, so this chicken has been marinating for just over an hour now. It's come up to room temperature, so it's time to load her into the cage. Get your chicken, and it's good if you can get a chicken that kind of fills the basket, because then it pushes back a little bit and you just twist the little lock and the bird is held inside the basket. How cool is that? All you need to do now is drop it onto the hanging chain on your cooking tripod. It's important you don't have this too close to the fire, but at the same time, it can't be too far away either. So the best rule of thumb is to kind of hold your hand underneath, and if you can hold it there for about 5 seconds, that's probably about right to get a nice crispy skin. So quite obviously you'll find that the bottom will begin to cook first because the heat is rising. But because of the rings that we have on all corners of the chicken basket, you can just turn it round, giving you 360-degree versatility when cooking. Okay, so this bird's been on for maybe 10-15 minutes. I can just see there's starting to be some coloration underneath. We want a nice even cook. So I'm just going to take the hook that comes with the basket, hook it through the eye, just grab hold of the hook there, flip it full 360, whoops, slide it off and slide it on again. And you can just see how that's just starting to cook nicely on that side. Okay, so this has been on for around about 2 hours now. I've been turning it just slowly in the smoke, so it's got a lovely colour to it. I'm probing it in the thickest part and we're hitting exactly 72. So that's the perfect temperature for cooked chicken. We're going to drop it onto the board to rest. All we've got to do now is grill up a little veg on there and we'll be ready to serve. Right, vegetables are done. Lovely and charred, but still fresh, you know, still crunchy, which is just what you want. Nice bit of char on there, just brings so much flavour. So we're just going to load these up onto the board. Look at that, gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Oh, the marinade, the smoke, letting it cook for so long in that basket, just something else. You've got to give this a go, man. So, so good. Enjoy.